Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. What I do, what I do for you. Oh yeah, with the hoodie too. Today, writers in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message and a story for life. Life lesson today is going to be more about an education lesson. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's do what we do. I appreciate you tuning in. The numbers are going up again. You know I like that. Let's do it. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment with knowledge of self. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily, not every now and then, daily. That will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for all right thinkers to do just that. With the guidance and tutelage I'm giving you, and you follow it, you do just that. Know thyself. That's my goal, that's my purpose, that's my mission. Knowing thyself, a person who knows not and knows not that they even know not, foolish, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. They're ready to learn. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. Like most people are now this time in the morning, but it's okay. I'm here to awaken them with knowledge of self. I'm the human alarm clock. I'm the spiritual alarm clock to wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinker, know thyself. To my be true. Today, the teacher's about to teach. We're gonna have some fun. Okay. I'm a numbers man. My man was a bookie, so yeah, I'm a numbers man, so to speak. But let me talk about this one. Right thinkers, let's talk about the number 9, first of all. And it's a sacred number. 9, the sacred number. Oh, and it's deep meaning. And excuse me, number 9, the sacred number, and the deep meaning behind it. 9 is a bad mama jamma. So let's go over the numbers. All of them have an identity, all of them have a purpose and a use. So let's go through them right quick. I got a little other tidbits over there I'm gonna throw in every now and then, but these numbers is bad. Okay. First of all, yeah, we all have a favorite number. Mine's personally 6, 3 of them to be exact. Yeah, I was devilish. I was evil. And I knew it. That was my intent. I thought it was cool to be bad. Okay, don't judge. I was ignorant at that time of my life. Okay. Now, each number carries a different symbolic meaning. Numbers are messages from God. What you mean, her numbers? Now, your boy Pythagorean, he felt that geometry was God's message and the way to God. He thought numbers was spiritual. And to a degree, he was right, because we use numbers to symbolize a whole lot of things. So he was on to something way back then. Let's go. And numerology is the study of numbers, because numbers have been around since beginning of time, since forever. We can measure the earth by the pyramids. If you multiply 432,000 by the square foot of the pyramid, you will get the circumference of the earth. Now, to do that, you had to have some understanding of numbers and a whole lot of knowledge of what you're doing. So give them their credit. The pyramids was built to stand the test of time. So far, they're right on time. The number 1, let's start with the numbers. They got numbers down to the seconds. So many seconds, 144,000 seconds, make 24 hours in a day. You do something else, you got 72,000, no, 86,000 seconds to something else. But it becomes, in all the numbers that add up, the last sum of that number always going to be 9. Now, I just got finished watching another lesson before I came in to do the show. Tesla, that's my man. 369. 369's at the top. Okay, and if you add the 3 and 6 together, you come up with 9. Okay, understand that. So 9, watch this. Number 1, let's start with number 1. Let's go back and start the beginning. Now, before 1, now we start with number 1 because 0 hadn't been invented yet. India brought the 0 to the table. They proud of that. Saudi Guru said the one thing that we did out of India that I still love is that we created the number 0. It's not really a number, so we ain't gonna go there. But yeah, they feel good about that. Give them their props. Let's start with number 1. The Supreme Being, if you follow me, the Absolute, Father, Parnetta, God. If you know me, you follow me, at 11:11, I'm texting you. Everything's on the 1. At 1:11, you get another text. Everything is on the 1. So 2 times a day, you can get that message from me. If you follow me, you would know that. Now, numbers have many different meanings symbolically, and you can use it to justify and fit pretty much any way you want, but they are consistent. They don't change. They don't lie. They're honest. That's why I'm a numbers man. Why? They don't lie. I like honesty. Let's go. Now let's start with number 2. Number 2 stands for what? My favorite, duality. After Ra, let there be light. And before they put light, we had to have what? Dark. So you got half dark, half light. They still share that same quality. On the equinox, the spring equinox, the day is longer. On the winter equinox, the day is shorter. And a certain day is equal. 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. They share. Yin and the yang. Can't have one without the other. And we start out in the darkness, so light was born. For that purpose, again, let there be light, singular, the sun, Ra, symbolically, you can see it. 2 became a pair. Air, dry air, moist air. Breathe the air, water come above. That's another lesson for the creation. But we're dealing with the elements. At the numbers, that's all we had. Shu was air, Tafnut is the moist air, aka rain, water, okay, from above. But number 2, you got duality, equal pairs, or again, free will. You see me do this? That represents Maya, the scales. In life, you have a choice. If there's no choice to be made, it's no use. Simple. You can't have good without bad. See that? Opposites. Once we understand that, now you know if you do good, you get good in return. See the picture? We call it karma. Next one, number 3. 3 is again Trinity. God comes in 3. He says a statement. I was 1, then I became 3. 1, Amen, means the hidden one. That's the spirit. That's in everything that permeates. That's Amen. You don't see him, but it's there. 2 is the sun. We call it Ra. Okay? That's what's there. To signify Amen in the present, you can visibly see him now. The hidden, we couldn't see him. So he's Ra, so he can be seen. And then the self-creator, Ta. We call him Putta, or the P is silent. He called himself Ta. He uttered himself into existence. And when you understand and study Egyptian concepts, everything that we did was utterance from the individual making a statement. No demandments, no commandments, utterance. Okay. Next one. Number 3, you got the 3 gods in one. You got the Holy Trinity. Remember that? We got Asar, Aset, Haru. Then we got the Christian Trinity, which is the Father, Son. They cut out Aset and put the Holy Spirit in. That's their choice. That's what was done. But it's also, again, 3, the Trinity. Next one is number 4. 4, the four cardinal virtues, the four cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Then you got the four gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Okay. Then you got the four sons of Haru, which represents the containers that they put the connected jars where they keep your intestines, your lungs, your stomach, and something else in your liver. There's four jars. They're all Haru's son. When you see the lotus flower, the four guys standing, they represent Haru's son standing in front of Osiris. They call him followers of Haru. They was his sons. Now, number 5. What did with 4? Yeah, we did the 4. Okay, I got that one. Yeah, okay. Now, number 5, one of my favorites. 5, the 5th. Okay. 5 senses of man. 5 elements of nature: sun, earth, wind, fire, fermentation in the heavens. That's the elements. You can't duplicate them. So for the first 5 elements, they're elements that we can't reproduce, we can't emulate because they're elements. The next one is the 6th. That's the man. That's the spirit that's in human. That's Asar. That was the first man in spirit, not Adam. So we got ours. Y'all got yours. That's fine. That's cool. But yeah, the 5 senses: smelling, seeing, hearing, touching, and tasting. But in order for all those to even work, you got to have the thought. I got my eye on. But you have to have the thought process in order for all the other things to work in the body. So when you're using the 6th sense, what you're thinking, extrasensory perception. Yeah, that's just what it is. But you have to use it on a regular basis to get good at using it. The brain is meant to be used. Use it for something other than a hat rack or a hoodie rack. No same difference. Now, let's go. Number 6. 6 was Pythagorean, the perfect number. Okay, whatever it was, but okay. Yeah, it was the number of completion. Why? Because according to, again, you Christians, God built the world, created the world in 6 days and 7 days rest. So 6 was the sign of completion from that aspect. But according to Pythagorean, okay, 6 is the perfect number. hmm The first prime number, all that good stuff, yeah. But I like the number because it's the spirit of man. So I didn't know that when I was coming up. I like the number 6. Okay, 3 of them meant I was the devil. But no, let me clarify that right quick. I played 3 sports in high school. 6 my favorite number: football, basketball, and I ran track. Baseball, not so much. But every number that I chose to wear was number 6. Simple. So no, wasn't devilish then. Yeah, I was an evil wrongdoer, but my concept was I'm a 3-letter man. So I had the 3 6s. And everybody started freaking out. But yeah, that's my experience with the 6. Let's go now. Numbers. You really should pay attention to them. Why? Because there are messages also from high above. Synchronicity. You start seeing sequence of numbers. Okay. If you start seeing repeating numbers, mine was 333. A few years ago, I was seeing 3s everywhere. Now it's 1111 or 111. So I'm still being communicated with through the numbers that I get to see every day. I don't do this every now and then. Nope. It happens every day. 1111, 111. Okay. I'm in sync. I'm in tune. Synchronicity, meaning you in tune with the cosmic forces. Luke, use the force. I use the force too. I call it P4. The same thing. All right. Now, let's talk about the number 7. It says lucky. Yeah, number 7. Yeah. If you're a crap shooter coming out, you love 7. Why? Ha, 7. Ha, hit them. Yeah, you get paid. But now the 7 is a tricky number. It can get you paid on the come. But if you got a point and that number is 6, you need to roll a 6 before you roll another 7. Why? Because 7, you lose when you have a number. 7 is good on the road when it comes, okay? But 7, again, 7 days a week. And it was important because at the time, they only saw 7 visible planets. So 7 was the big number. Au contraire, mon frère. They found otherwise. And guess what? They made the adjustment to allow for 8, 9. So now the highest number is Nina Ross. We ain't going there. That's a free that one on that one. But now, number 8. I grew up shooting pool, hooking from school at the tender age of 9. But that's what I did at an early age. Learn to shoot that 8 ball. Okay? So the 8 was important for me. But if you flip the 8 on its side, it also represents eternity, infinity, the constant. You had the sign 8 going like this. You had old age coming in, young going out. That's the recycling bin. That's eternity. That's what's keeping us going around. The circle Ouroboros, the 8 just makes it go this way. So you got life on one side, you got death on one side, life on the other. Reincarnation at its best. Where we at? Okay, now here we go. Number 9, the sacred number, the highest number, aka God's number, new life coming to the world. And you'll get pregnant. Women, when that egg gets fertilized in 9 months, you got life. Anything before then, premature. Okay, but guess what? Haru was in the womb for 10 months. Little tidbit there. Okay, yeah, took a little longer, but they got it right. Now, what we have? Now, every number that you multiply by 9, the answer, add them numbers together, they always going to equal 9. That's the secret behind number 9. All the important things, all the measurements at the Giza numbers equal 3, 6, or 9. I got a whole bunch of other information. I ain't getting to that right now because it'll take me way past my time. But I got more information about the numbers. I'll deal with that again. Nonetheless, I got some more. But watch this. Now, numbers are used to what? Measure in time and space. From 1 to 9. The 0 means nothing, but you can tack it on and increase the quality. 1 by itself is just 1. You put a 0 on it, oh, now it's 10. The 0 give you multiples of tens, hundreds, and thousands. Let's keep adding zeros, and it keep going on to infinity. So that was a good invention, yeah, but it really means nothing. We give it value. Great idea, India. Great job. Watch this. Now, if you measure the amount of significant minutes to make 24 hours, the number will come out to be 944,000 seconds. All that good stuff. Those numbers I ran out to you before. But now, even with the listening, with the hertz, 432 megahertz is the going number. Again, 9. 72 bishops helped write the Bible, Septuagint version. There you go. 72 put together, 9. So 9 is a sacred, important number, and Tesla banked on that and made a whole bunch of things work. Now, all your significant, some sacred numbers, 144,000 going up to heaven. Remember that? 432 megahertz is what we vibrating on, that frequency. 9, they all come out to 9. Okay, then you got what? All your significant total numbers always add up to 9. That's the sacred meaning behind understanding the 9, the highest number. My 6, when I was ignorant, was my favorite number. Now that I'm enlightened, I'm an inverter. I'm a 9 man now. 3 of them. Okay, here you go. Where we at? Okay, now, numbers are always to recognize what? God's work. Oh, a circle is 360 degrees. That's completion. As the Mason, they teach you to circumscribe yourself in due bounds. I mean, you plant yourself here and you circumscribe around to make a circle. You're the dot in the circle. That's you dealing with you from the inner side, working your way out. But the 360 circles, circle of completion. We added the 5 days to the year because those was keep the name escapes me, but it was the birth of the gods' days for Set, Osiris, Isis, Nephthys, and Haru-Ur. He was born grown like the rest of them, but we put him in Haru-Perket, which is a baby nurturing, which I Isis nursed him, grew him up to be the avenger of his father's killer, which is Set, which is his father's brother, which make that his uncle. All of us got an evil uncle. I'm just saying. Let me wrap this up. I see I still with 20 minutes. Sorry about that. Let me wrap it up. All right. We had a year's time of 360 days. I just did a 5 days to add it for the guys' birthdays. Okay. Now, numbers don't lie. They're divine, especially number 9. Let's go. 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Tesla says the secret to the universe is knowing the importance of 3, 6, 9. That equals 18. 1 plus 8, again, you're back to 9. Nina, when I was spiritually ignorant, I loved number 6 because it was the devil side. Misled, that's they thought. I didn't think myself as the devil. I just liked the number. And it just fell into that. I just rolled with it, played with it. Now, my number 9 is my favorite number. Why? I'm a spiritually enlightened being, and I understand the significance and the symbology, the sacred number behind the number 9. It's one of my favorites. I know the sacred meaning of the number 9 is the number of man coming into his own, aka God. It's the highest number, it's the highest level, aka Neha, spiritually. When you become awakened, you are an enlightened being on earth, making heaven right here. I flip those 6s of ignorance to 9s of knowledge of self, and that's why it's my favorite number. I got more for you. I'll be back. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope you got something out of it.